Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at Bitcoin, shall we? And I suppose a bit of an overview of what I think is going on with alts. We were speaking about it on the live stream last night, and basically I was saying that for me the safest and most careful way of playing this right now is to focus on Bitcoin, because it was Bitcoin that brought the market down. And it's Bitcoin that I'm personally keeping an eye on, because it dictates the overall health. It's like the heartbeat of the entire market, to be honest with you. And if it does skip a beat or go into cardiac arrest, so does the rest of the market. So at the moment, we're still moving up nicely, coming up to essentially on the daily the first tag of the 10 exponential moving average in a long time. I would expect a rejection from here on the first pass, to which we've already got, but if we do break above there, 42,000 where the 200 exponential is likely to where we're going to get a rejection. And to be honest with you, I would at this stage welcome the rejection, because I'm really hesitant to see, I really don't want to see it, would be a massive rally, like a V-shaped or an attempted V-shaped recovery. It would lend itself to, I suppose, like a bull trap, this sort of formation, really, because unlike previous V-shaped recoveries where the chart was still in a very coordinated uptrend as far as moving averages are concerned, coming down, tagging them, moving up, coming down, tagging them, moving up, coming down, tagging them, moving up. This time we broke down below them and we're actually still in a downtrend, and so any large rally or significant move above, I suppose, or to and above areas of about 45,000. I'm not saying that we can't do these moves. We could move all the way up to this green 50 exponential, but if we did that too far too fast, it would probably get sold off right into shorts being stacked. It would be, in my opinion, a bit of a bull trap kind of vibe. What I would much prefer to see would be a meandering around this zone, as low as 33,000, as high as potentially 42,000 for at least another week. Allowing for moving averages to slow down this speed of downwards facing, because what we are likely going to get if we carry on like this is somewhere over the next 2 weeks, early June, it would be a death cross on the daily. So we do want to avoid that. So it is a delicate balancing act. We don't want a V-shaped recovery, but we do want to continue with a slow and steady accumulation and an uptrend begin. Too much too fast is likely to break it down further as short stack. But overall, I'm quite happy with the way that this is working now. Most of my bids were filled. There's only this one that wasn't, and then some mad contingency ones down here at between 20 and 16,000. Obviously a bit of over caution there, but it's still a relevant area to consider in the worst case scenario, which would be a bear market. And we wouldn't know if we're in a bear market yet, not until we start to get death crosses and things like that. Anyway, the longer term time frame still is relevant. This is why we got such a significant bounce, is because this green 50 exponential on the weekly, historically, even in a bubble pop, gets really nice bounces. So big move up, a huge move up here, 2013, bang down to it. This is about an 80 something percent move down, bang to it, again testing from it and finishing off with the end of the peak of the bull run there. Even when this bubble pop took place, we did take a 100% bounce from here, and another 60 or 70% bounce from there, and another 60% bounce from there as well. So it happens frequently. Again, in the 2017 bubble pop, bang, down to it, that was a 100% move, bang, down to it, that was about a 60% move. So this was the obvious place to catch that bounce, and there has been a lot of money made, just on the back of that idea. So, where are we going to bounce from here? How far have we currently bounced from here? This is only Bitcoin that we're looking at here, and it's only a 37% move. So to be honest with you, the bubble pop scenario for me doesn't really apply at this stage. I'm not really suggesting that this is the end of the bull market. I think what's likely to happen, preferably, is that we'd reaccumulate above this area here. Breaking down below here and closing weekly candles below here would imply potential bear market, and if that is the case, a reaccumulation of this 200 exponential is what's likely to happen, as it's happened in the past. Breakdown here, reaccumulation here, breakdown here, reaccumulation around here, launch pad when we break above it, and so on and so on and so on. Even the March crash, yeah, it was pretty nasty, but essentially when we recovered from here and recovered from here, these are basically hallmarks. They're milestones for the good or the bad. So I'm okay at the moment. Things aren't suggesting bear market right now. We could readdress that situation in a couple of weeks from now, see where we stand. But for the moment, I expect a sideways and up, slow and steady reclaiming these areas that were lost. Hopefully in a week what we'd do is we'd reaccumulate around here. In a week from now we could use this 200 exponential moving average to reaccumulate above there. That would make sure that we don't get that daily death cross. And maybe if we could just spend between June and July around about these zones below 50,000 and above 40,000, between 40 and 50,000, that would be a really good place to reaccumulate, not showing any signs of incoming death crosses, and basically moving averages to flatten out, ready for the next significant uptrend. At the moment, the battle is being fought on the 4 hourly, and it's being fought quite successfully. And the way I'd like it is slow and steady wins the race. And I would expect this 4 hourly to play out as support and resistance on the on the 4 hourly Bollinger Bands. That's how I'd like to see it. So what we have first of all is potentially reaching up to about 41,000, 42,000 perhaps at best, and then coming back down to the centre of this Bollinger Band about 37,000. Over the next couple of days, this portion of the cloud's likely to go green, and if we can close above here, that would also imply a further move at some point soon on the 4 hourly. But again, nothing massive. I'm not looking for anything massive. If we get something massive, it will be definitely time to consider taking some profits on the way up, because I expect there'll be a large move down. Big move up, it would imply big move down. As far as altcoins are concerned, they are bouncing really nicely at the moment, and that's fine for them to do that. And I was saying on the live stream last night that as far as I'm concerned, altcoins are going to finish their rotation. Money, there is money to be made. There's bounces to be made. There is money to be made in altcoins. But the overall grand picture of things, I'm a little bit skeptical of how far they can run. They've already run quite far already. Now, not all altcoin is created equal, and this is something we should always bear in mind. So we were looking at some things, safe bets, I suppose, like XRP, for instance, a relatively safe bet. There's a few reasonably safe bet altcoins out there, but given the nature of the way that the Bitcoin dominance chart has historically bounced from this zone in the past, I'm looking maybe for a retest of this, meaning that altcoins could have some more life in them yet, but I am definitely focusing mostly on Bitcoin. So I do have a lot of altcoins still riding, and I have been buying into them and flipping between Bitcoin to altcoins, but I am taking profit mostly into Bitcoin around these levels or after any pump. So it's up in the air, but if we looked at a lot of charts last night, and very much most of them were in a deep consolidation, breaking down below significant areas of support. Some of them still holding on levels of support, offering some hope to the way that those charts go. But overall, I think we're looking at what could be the start of a new rotation into Bitcoin, leaving alts behind, which opens up opportunities for the future rotations back into altcoins, where we can really make some, do some damage on Bitcoin and stack some sats in a really appropriate way. For the moment, it is almost not 50-50, but it's very, very cloudy, and the waters are muddied. It's not very clear exactly the situation with altcoins, but I think when we see big altcoin bounces like this, it does let us have that glimmer of hope that full-scale recovery is going to happen. And I actually don't think that is the case. I don't think full-scale recovery is going to happen for a lot of these alts for quite for the majority of this year. I think the party has been had, and anyone who's left at the party right now is like to get moved on soon by the owner, being Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin's house. He wants you out. He wants his market cap back. He's probably going to get it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. I'm going away today, so the next few videos that I'll make throughout the week are going to be on my cruddy little laptop. So not that production value is any main priority of mine, but it will take a subtle downgrade, I'm afraid, over the next few days. And the next Patreon live stream, which would normally be on Friday, is going to be on Saturday. So if so don't wait up for me. I'll be postponing that till Saturday. And if you want any to join that, or any of the bonus links and things that I've got loads of them in the description below, and a free Telegram chat as well if you want to join that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.